The following is a presentation of PH Athletics. From Montvale, some more county tournament softball, Paramus and Pascack Hills in the Bergen Invitational round of 16. Welcome to Montvale, everybody. I'm Matt Merlino. We're getting set to go. Paramus won in their first round game of the BIT last Friday against North Arlington. They won it 4-3. Hills lost in the first round of the main county tournament to Emerson on Saturday. That meant they dropped down now to here in the BIT, and they're looking to win it. First batter today for Paramus is the catcher, a freshman, Gianna Benakista. 19 for 52 this season. She goes up against Nina Tooley, the freshman Hills pitcher, tied for 58th in the state of New Jersey in strikeouts and 35th in the state when it comes to innings pitched. She has 108 Ks over 90.1 innings, and she got a called strike to start this game. 0-1 in there for strike two on the inside edge. And here's the 0-2, popped up and foul. The Paramus lineup today features this catcher, Benakista, a freshman. Then it's a junior first baseman, Juliet Tarabakia. The third hitter is the center fielder, Leah Dunleavy. She's also a junior and the leader in hits on Paramus with 23 and RBIs with 14. Here comes the 0-2. Very windy day. We'll get to that. It's high and inside. 1-2 count. Fourth batter in this Paramus lineup is the senior third baseman Ella Zotolo. And then fifth is the pitcher Alzi Kane, another freshman. Sixth, the right fielder Nadia Mujahadzik. Another outside pitch from Tooley, and the count now even at 2-2. 7, 8, and 9. First, the shortstop Sophia Cardona, then the designated player Braylon Smith, and rounding out the order is Kayla Guarino. A swing and miss for Benakista. It's a strikeout to get things started for Tooley and the Broncos. And we'll let you know the Hills fielders today. No changes from the past couple of games. Tooley on the mound, Amelia Alvarez the catcher. First base, Sabrina Madonic. Second, Adriana Di Loretto. At short, it's Chloe Sutton. Starting at third is the flex player, Megan Kenny, as we get a swing and miss here for Tarabakia. And the outfielders over in left is Ava Angrasani. In center, the senior, Brielle Siegenthaler. And out in right, Morgan Drayson. Here's the 0-1 from Tooley, another swing and miss. Tarabakia this season, 19 for 51. 4 doubles, her only extra base hits, has also drawn just 1 walk. There's a grounder towards Kenny at third. Throw to first is in time, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start this county tournament game. And that will bring up the third batter, the dangerous hitter in this Paramus lineup, Leah Dunleavy, junior center fielder, 23 for 49, batting .469. She leads in hits, batting average, and RBIs with 14 ribbies this season. Fouled off pitch number 1 from Tooley. Dunleavy also slugging .571 with 3 doubles and a triple coming in. Has also gotten on base with 4 walks and 2 hit by pitches. The 0-2 is just fouled off. And here's the 0-2 from Tooley. It's a little low and in. Winner of this game goes to the BIT quarterfinals to play either Ridgewood, the 9 seed in the county, or Cresskill, the 25 seed. As that one's fouled off. Cresskill, the first team out of the main county tournament. Ridgewood, the highest seed possible that could have dropped down. They got upset by Park Ridge in the county first round, so now they drop down, and they're playing right now to decide who goes on to the quarterfinals and plays the winner of this game. The 1-2 from Thule swung on and missed. It's 2 strikeouts and 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first. No score after half an inning. We're set now in the bottom of the first inning here in Montvale. The pitcher today for Paramus is their usual pitcher. That is number 15, a freshman, Halsey Kane. 57 strikeouts through 75.1 innings pitched. She's top 100 in the state when it comes to innings pitched. First batter she faces is Chloe Sudden, 16 for 53 this season. When she gets on base, she is dangerous. Leader when it comes to stolen bases for the Broncos with 6. Take strike 1 here. The Hills order is Sudden, then the left fielder Angrisani. As we have a 1-1 count, Brielle Siegenthaler, the center fielder, bats third. The cleanup batter is the designated player Addie Zoli, then Amelia Alvarez, the catcher, and the pitcher Nina Thule. It's a 1-2 count after Sudden swings and misses. The 7, 8, 9 hitters, the first baseman Sabrina Madonic, then the second baseman Adriana Di Loretto, and finishing things out is Morgan Drayson, the right fielder. That pitch dropped. It was outside anyway. 2-2 to Sudden. And here comes that pitch. It is fouled off, and let's take a look at the Paramus fielders today. The pitcher, as we mentioned, is Kane. Catching for Gianna Benakista, another freshman. Then at first base is Juliet Tarabacchia. Second base features the flex player right now, Mina Kravakis. Kayla Guarino is at second base. She was listed in left field, but it looks like Kravakis has moved into her spot. As there's a ground ball, and it went off the pitcher's glove, and the play not made in time, so perhaps Sudden reaching on an error there, as we'll have a base runner on the first batter of this bottom of the first inning. And that brings up Ava Angrisani, the left fielder, a sophomore, batting 15 for 51 this year. Let's keep going with our fielding breakdown for Paramus. At short is Sofia Cardona, and then it's Ella Zotolo. At third, the outfielders, Kayla Guarino. In left, in right is Nadia Mujahadzik, and in center today, Leah Dunleavy. First pitch to Angrisani with a runner at first. She swings and misses. Again, Sudden, the Hills leader in stolen bases with 6 of those. On deck, Siegenthaler, the senior. That one is popped up towards the left and caught by the 17 of Braylon Smith. And there's 1 on and 1 out. Here now, Siegenthaler with that runner at first being Sudden. 15 for 46 this season for a .326 average. And pops up the first pitch foul. Second pitch is a chopper towards third. Great play by the third baseman to put her away. That was Zotolo. 2 out. Sutton did advance towards second. And now it's the designated player, the cleanup hitter, Addie Zoli. 19 hits this year. That's tied with Alvarez for the Hills lead. She does have the best average, however. She's 19 for 44, and the best slugging percentage with a .636. 2 home runs this season to go along with 3 doubles, and swung and missed at pitch number 1. And Zoli swings and misses at pitch 2. It's an 0-2 count for the freshman. Strong winds today. Right now they are blowing from left field to about center, maybe a little more towards right, right to left. 1-2 count for Zoli at the plate. And swings and misses, so despite allowing a base runner, it's still a scoreless game at the end of the first between Paramus and Pascack Hills. We are back now in Montvale. You see the team records right there. Hills 9-8 on this season, while Paramus is 5-9. The first Spartan batter in this inning is the 4th batter in their lineup. That is Ella Zotolo, the third baseman, batting 14 for 46 in her senior season, although she does have 10 doubles, good enough for the top 15 in the entire state of New Jersey. Great hitter with those 10 doubles and a homer, leading the Spartans in slugging percentage with a .587. Took ball 1 there. In there for strike 1. So it's an even early count. Zotolo also with 14 RBIs, tied with Dunleavy for the Paramus lead in that category. 2-0 the count and a swing and miss to make it 2-1. That went a little high. 3 balls, 1 strike for Zotolo. On deck is the 15 of Elsie Kane, and then the 24 of Nadia Mujahadzik. 3 balls, 1 strike as we get a strong gust of wind and a pop fly that will just clear the infield. Di Loretto back and makes the grab. So 1 down off 1 batter in the top of the 2nd inning, and that brings up the pitcher, Elsie Kane. At the plate this season, 16 for 46 with 6 doubles. This is a Paramus team that can slug you out. And that one low and got away from Alvarez, so a 1-0 count here. Our data on head-to-head matchups goes back to the 2011 season. In that time, in this sport, Hills and Paramus have played 6 times. Paramus has taken all of them, most recently just around this time in 2024. So we get a smoke ground ball on the first hit of the game for the Spartans. It will come from their pitcher, Kane. First hit of the game for either side, unless you want to count Sutton's, what I called an error in the first inning, as a hit. But as I was saying, Paramus won that last meeting 12-7. Very strong wind gust here. Thankfully, our camera didn't get taken out like our papers did. As that first pitch in there on Nadia Mujahadzik, the senior right fielder today, batting 9 for 34 on her season. 1 out and 1 on. Another strong wind gust here. We're all right for now. A 1 before the game took out the camera, so I'm worried that it'll happen while we're on. The 0-1 fouled off. As we said, either at number 9 Ridgewood or home if Hills wins, at if Paramus wins number 25 Cresskill in the BIT quarterfinals on Saturday. 2 away now as the strikeout there will be recorded. 2nd or 3rd K of the day for Thule. And that brings up now the shortstop Sophia Cardona, 7 for 36 from the plate this season. As the runner that is Kane at first. And takes ball 1. Both teams so far only allowing 1 base runner through about 1.5 innings. This one fouled off to make it 1-1. Hills had 3 up, 3 down in the first inning before allowing Kane on in the second right here. Paramus allowed Sutton by error on the first at-bat of Hills' game. Now when a ball trying to steal and getting the steal is Kane. That's her 2nd of the season. So she's into scoring position with a 2-1 count and 2 away in this 2nd inning, threatening to take the first lead of this game. She'll need at least a base hit to do it. That one way inside, and it's 3-1. Paramus and Hills in this sport in the last 15 or so years have met twice in the county tournament. Paramus took both, 8-5 back in 2018 and 10-0 back in 2011. And it will be a 5-pitch walk for Thule, 2 on and 2 out. Bringing up now the 17 of Braylon Smith, a sophomore, 4 for 18 with 2 RBIs. And there's a line drive. It'll drop. DiLoretto gets the play over to first. Hills will escape that jam off the line out. And it's the middle of the second inning, scoreless in this Bergen Invitational matchup. It will be Amelia Alvarez to get us started in the bottom of the second inning here. Another strong wind gust as we get back with you. She's 19 for 48 this year, 16 RBIs, although won't have an opportunity for another one here. 6 doubles and a home run to slug .583 while batting .396, and she takes ball number 1. Second pitch is a swinging strike for Alvarez. 1 ball, 1 strike. On a bit of a cold stretch as of late, but trying to get out of it here, and it'd be very helpful in this county game. They play Saturday. The winner, loser out of this county tournament. 1 and 2, the Bergen Invitational Tournament. 2-2 the count for Alvarez. Hills' next game, unless they win today, is scheduled for next Monday, the 11th against Dumont. I believe we'll be here for that one as Alvarez goes down looking. It is strikeout number 2 and the second straight strikeout for the Paramus pitcher, that is Alzi Kane. And with that strikeout, up comes the Hills pitcher, Nina Thule, 15 for 40. Leader in walks drawn this season with 8. Batting .375, slugging .425 with 2 doubles. High and away for ball 1. As we were saying, Hills' next game is Monday against Dumont at home. I believe we'll be there if they do not play Saturday. Paramus is scheduled to play tomorrow against Mawa. Team Hills knows very well, as there's a base hit or one away as Thule grounds out. 2 up, 2 down in this bottom of the second inning. And up comes Sabrina Madonic, the first baseman, batting 12 for 33. Takes strike one. There's a line drive and a base hit into left, and with 2 outs, Madonic is on. First hit for Hills today. And now to the second baseman, Adriana Di Loretto, batting just 5 for 38 on her junior season. Takes strike one. And there's an outside pitch, pickoff attempt not in time to first base. Two and 0. Swung on and missed. 2 balls, 1 strike. That one popped up and fouled off the backstop structure. 2-2 at the plate. That one popped up very shallow. Third baseman on to get it, and she does. It's another out for Zotolo, and we end the second still scoreless. And here we are to the third inning now, and it'll be the first time we see the last batter in the Paramus lineup. That is the 19 of Kayla Guarino, freshman, batting 9 for 34. First pitch to her, swung on and fouled off. On deck, we go back to the top of the Paramus lineup with Gianna Benakista. The 0-1 again fouled off. And so it is 0-2 for Guarino. Thule shaking off. And here's the 0-2. Low and away, got away from Alvarez, 1-2. Hot day here, but you can hear the wind. It's doing a great job of cooling us off, but not helping in any other matters, as there's another strong gust the opposite way this time from about center field, and really kind of center field out, or home plate out to center. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Guarino, and she'll go down looking. Strikeout number 4 on the day for Thule. And now we'll go back to the top of the Paramus order, and Gianna Benakista, who struck out on her first at-bat, now 19 for 53 this season. Takes strike 1. Called strike 2, good framing from Alvarez. Here comes the 0-2 from Thule. Swung on and missed, second straight strikeout. And the second time in this game that Benakista has struck out. And so now to the lady who grounded out on her first at-bat, this is Juliet Tarabacchia. Oh for 1 today. 2 away, none on in the top of the third. Grounds 1. Kenny tries to make the stop. They'll say foul. The 0-1 fouled off once again. On deck, the 22 of Leah Dunleavy. Popped up, shallow left. It's going to drop. A base hit and maybe 2. It is a stand-up double and maybe even 3 as the throw got over DiLoretto, but it's a 2-out double for Tarabacchia. First extra base hit of this game for either team. And we'll see if that gets a Paramus rally going. Wind whipping around may have had an effect on that ball. Here is Leah Dunleavy, who struck out on her first at-bat, but is looking for a base hit to potentially score the opening run. Pop up, a base hit into right field. Home comes Tarabacchia, and it's 1-0 off of an RBI single from Dunleavy, her 15th ribby of this season. Fouled off there. This is now the cleanup batter, Ella Zotolo, who flew out back in the second inning. Swing and a miss for Zotolo. And here comes the 0-2. Little high, runner going, and they easily get her. Great pickoff from Alvarez to Sutton, and Paramus does get on the board at the middle of the third, 1-0 Spartans. We are back, and this is the first appearance of the last batter in the Hills lineup, Morgan Drayson. She leads off in the bottom of the third. Hills down for the first time in this game, 1-0. First pitch is fouled off over by the grandstands. Drayson this year, a sophomore, batting 7 for 31 while she plays out of right field. Second pitch, a called strike to her. On deck, we go back to the top of the Hills order with Sutton and Ava Angrasani. Here comes the 0-2. High and away, 1 ball, 2 strikes. As you can hear, a strong wind gust coming through. As there's a swing and miss for Drayson, a drop third strike, and didn't recognize it. She'll be out. And it is K number 3 on the day for Paramus and their pitcher, Halsey Kane. Now it's back to the top of the order with Chloe Sutton, who reached on an error in the first inning after her hit went off of Kane's glove, and the second baseman could not make the play. That was Guarino, and still is. Strike one called, a good framing job by the freshman Paramus catcher, Gianna Benakista. Here's the 0-1, popped up on an away pitch, and now it's 0-2. That one popped up and foul once again. Hit off the net. No balls, 2 strikes for Sutton and Grassani on deck. Hills down 1-0 now in the bottom of the third. And a high ball 1 got away from the catcher. That one popped up to left center, and it will be dropped in right center, excuse me. A double for Sutton with 1 away. And here is Angrasani. Flew out on her first at-bat. Runner at second, 1 out. And the tying run at second. There's a line drive caught by the shortstop, and now 2 away. Siegenthaler now grounded out in the first inning. And pops one up foul. The 0-1 to Siegenthaler, swung on and popped foul again. No balls and 2 strikes. And that one away. Ball 1, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 away and a runner at second, the tying run at second. Siegenthaler with a high fly ball. It is high, it is far, it is gone. Hills takes the lead. The first home run of Siegenthaler's senior season. It is a 2-run blast, and it's 2-1 Hills. Low pitch to Addie Zoli for ball 1 as Zoli struck out on her first at-bat of this game. But we'll see if that homer has this Paramus defense a little rattled. 2-0 the count. That one popped up foul. Zoli will have a 3-1 count here. Looks to continue this bottom of the third inning. Hills came in down a run. They currently are up 1 run. Zoli swings and misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And a swinging strikeout for Zoli, her second of this game. That will end the third inning. Some fireworks in this one. Hills comes out of it leading 2-1. And here we are. Wind continues as the game does. We go to the fourth inning, a 2-1 Bronco lead on Paramus. This is the round of 16 in the Bergen Invitational softball tournament. As that one, a ball pitched to the Paramus pitcher, Alzy Kane. Two balls, no strikes for Kane, who singled on her first at-bat. Also stole what would be her second stolen base of this season. Ooh, a late strike call there on the inside. Kane had to get out of the way of that one. 2-1 now. Popped up and foul, and the count now 2-2. Due up in this inning, it's Kane, of course, then Mujahadzik and Cardona. As Kane stepping out here, it's still 2-2. And here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. It's a sixth strikeout for Thule. Six Ks for the freshman today. First for Kane from the plate, and that brings up Nadia Mujahadzik, who struck out on her first at-bat. And it's low for ball one. Thule already eclipsed the century mark in strikeouts about halfway through this season, almost a week ago. That went away. 2-0 the count. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-1. Good riser from Thule there. Three and one at the plate. One out, none on. Pitch inside, ball four. Only the second walk that Thule has surrendered today. And it goes to Mujahadzik to bring up Cardona, who walked in the second inning. We'll see if it's the same result here. One out, one on. Paramus down a run. Low strike called. That one in there on the outside, 0-2. And as we get a strong gust, a really strong one, it is strike three called. K number 7 for Thule. One out, or two out now, and one on. And here now, Braylon Smith, the DP today, lined out on her first at-bat, so she's 0 for 1. Paramus with the tying run aboard, but needing some help to get her home. This ball fouled off. Very windy day. It's a warm day, however, so it's bearable. Strong wind gusts, though, so very much a factor today, and clouds keeping us in the shade for the most part. 1-1 at the plate for Smith. Strike two called, another one on that inside edge. Paramus seems to be crowding the plate with how these strike calls have been distributed. Many of them more inside than expected. 1-2. Ground ball towards DiLoretto. Couldn't get it in the glove. It did take a bad bounce, and so it'll be an E4 and a base runner for Paramus with the 2 of Cardona, excuse me. And this now is the 17 of Braylon Smith. Took ball 1 there. Strike 1 on the outside. Chopper towards Kenny at third. Throw to first is in time. And it is still 2-1. Hills maintains the lead despite allowing a couple of runners. 2-1 at the middle of the fourth. And here we are, bottom of the fourth inning now, and it'll be Amelia Alvarez who struck out on her first at-bat to get things started. Trying to lengthen this Hills lead. They're up by 1 run here in the bottom of the fourth. Strike one called, nice framing. Both catchers really good with that framing, Alvarez and Benakista. That one couldn't be helped though, 1-1 the count. And fouled off there. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Alvarez, the hard-hitting junior. Ball 2 called. And Alvarez doing a nice job here, trying to avoid that second strikeout and get out of the slump. Here comes. Held off, full count. And Alvarez draws the 6-pitch walk to get things started in the fourth. Bottom of the fourth. And now Nina Tooley grounded out on her first at-bat. Let's see if the pitcher can help herself here with a runner on and none out. Sun is back out. You can continue to hear the conditions as Tooley takes ball 1. Second pitch to her, low. 2 balls, no strikes. Grounded towards first, could be 2. That one skipped away. And it will be perhaps an error. But Tooley is on nonetheless, and we should mention pinch running for Alvarez is Madison Higgins, another one of the strong freshman class for Hills. 2 on, none out for now Sabrina Madonic. Madonic singled on her first plate appearance. Strike 1 called for. Higgins has some speed. That's why she's used in these situations. 4 stolen bases this season. A pop foul as another strong gust comes through. 0-2 for Madonic. Oh, Lord. And that one a little inside on her. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Line drive, but foul over by third base. Hills trying to extend their lead with 2 runners on, no outs in the bottom of the fourth. Big home run, first of Brielle Siegenthaler's career in the third, as there's a pop-up and a base hit towards right center field, getting all the way to the wall. Higgins going to come home. Tooley also being waved. It will be a 2 RBI double for Madonic. We were unsure if Thule was going to be safe, she is. It is 4-1. And Madonic with 2 RBIs there, now with 12 on her season off that double. No outs. And this is De Loretto. Swings and misses. So a 4-1 Hills lead in this BIT as De Loretto shows bunt and fouls it off. 4-run lead for Hills in this BIT round of 16 game. If they hold on, they'll probably end up playing at number 9 Ridgewood in the quarterfinals on Saturday. We will not be there. If Ridgewood is upset for the second straight time in this year's county tournament, they lost to 24th seeded Park Ridge in the preliminary round of the Big County tournament on Saturday. If Ridgewood is upset by 25th seeded Cresskill, is that one way too high, and Madonic's going to steal third. Good awareness. And that will end up as just her 4th stolen base of this season. But if Cresskill, as we were saying, upsets Ridgewood, that game will be here on Saturday, and we're not going to be there because girls lacrosse has their senior night. Madonic caught in a chase down here, trying to go all the way home, and they'll call her safe. That is unbelievable. And it will end up as a double for De Loretto. Wow. I believe that'll be an RBI double, so it's the 6th for Madonic. There's a Mountain Conference here. We'll take a quick break. Still no outs. Bottom of the 4th inning here. This is Morgan Drayson. Looks at ball 1. Drayson struck out an inning ago. And grounds one softly and foul down the first base line. A little high there. It's 2-1. And a swing and a miss for Drayson. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Still no outs, so the top of the order right now due up. It's Sutton, Angrisani, and Siegenthaler. Here comes the 2-2. Popped up foul again. Will stay right there. 2. That one grounded foul. And we'll try the 2-2 again after Drayson returns to the batter's box. Here we go. And swings and misses. Second straight strikeout for Drayson. And we'll go back to the top of the Hills order with 1 out and 1 on. Here is Chloe Sutton. Been on base twice today, first off an error and second with a double an inning ago. Takes ball 1. Strike 1 called on the high side there. Sutton was the first run from Hills this game. As there's a line drive, a base hit out to right. They'll keep DiLoretto at third. And there's runners on the corners now for Eva Angrisani. Still just 1 out. Here's Angrisani, 0 for 2 today with a flyout and a line out. Shows bunt. It's still fair. The throw will go nowhere, and the bases are loaded. As we said, a specialist at that. And so Angrisani on base for the first time today. Here now is Brielle Siegenthaler, and wouldn't it be special for home run number 2 to be a grand slam? One can only dream. Still 1 out, so after her will be Zoli. But grounded out in the first inning, and then that home run, first of her career. A chopper instead towards third, getting through but foul. And here's the 0-1. High and away. Two balls, 1 strike for Siegenthaler. And here's the 2-1, high, 3 balls, 1 strike. Kane has only allowed 1 walk so far in this game. The second one could walk in a run. Instead, it's a pop-up, could be catchable, but just over and crashing on top of the Paramus dugout. And now we have a full count. Another foul ball, this one grounded towards third. That one popped up and foul again. 3 straight foul balls for Siegenthaler. Paramus has allowed 3 runs in this inning so far. Siegenthaler with a high fly ball. It is just too high and caught in center, tagging up as DiLoretto. She'll get home safely. And Sutton will come into third. So a sac fly for Siegenthaler out towards center. And there's runners on the corners now for Addie Zoli. 2 out. Zoli with 2 strikeouts today. Strike 1 called. Oh boy. Pop fly drops, and the throw not in time. Sutton scores, and Grisani gets into third. An error that will score a run. And for the second time this inning, here is Amelia Alvarez. 7-1 lead. Popped up and foul. Alvarez, on her first at-bat of this inning, walked. Before that, she struck out. And there's a base hit to score another run. 8-1. Alvarez 2 for 2, or 1 for 1 with a walk, excuse me, in this inning alone. Her first RBI of this game, that brings her season total up to 17. Zoli at second, Madison Higgins, the pinch runner, at first. 2 out for Nina Tooley, the pitcher, trying to help herself. At the plate, looks like a 1-0 count according to the scoreboard. Throw to first, Higgins gets back safely, although a stumble. 2-0 at the plate, I believe, and it is. Ooh, strike 1 called on the outside. Way high. 3 balls, 1 strike. And there's a chopper towards third. Higgins got in the way of it, but the play still made. A 6-run inning. And the end of the fourth has an 8-1 Bronco lead on the Paramus Spartans. Some Hills girls lacrosse news for you in the middle of your softball game. We just got word as the girls are playing Rutherford that the junior Emily Driver has scored her 100th career point. We'll see the girls a little later this week. One ball and no strikes. That one low, 2-0. This is Guarino, who struck out on her first at bat. 3-0. And it's a 4-pitch walk to begin the 5th inning. And that will bring up for the 3rd time today, Gianna Benakista, 2 strikeouts. Popped foul, or tipped foul, I should say. 0-1. Strong wind gust, really bad one for us here. I'm surprised most things are still up. At the plate, another foul ball. So it's 0-2. Here it comes. Check swing, did not go. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a stolen base. We missed that for Guarino. Kayla Guarino, her 6th stolen base of this season. There, she's on second now. 2-2 at the plate after a high and away ball. Here's a pop-up, shallow center. It'll drop for a base hit. Guarino does not advance, however, so it'll just stay as a base hit, first of the game for Benakista. And with none out, runners at first and second for Juliet Tarabakia, who has a double today, 1 for 2. Could get Paramus back in this one if she replicates that instead of ground ball. There's one on the tag at first. They're going to say safe, it looks like, but still they get the lead runner for the first out. Runners at first and second after that fielder's choice. And another batter who's 1 for 2 today at the plate, Leah Dunleavy, with an RBI that came in the 3rd inning. Scored the only run for Paramus today so far, and has a chance to do it again. 0-1 the count. In there, strike 2. And that one fouled off. Will stay at no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 from Thule, inside. One ball and 2 strikes coming up. Two and two. And what was 0-2 is now 3-2 for Dunleavy. And it will be a walk. Bases now loaded. 2 walks in 4 batters for Thule. And we'll see what Paramus does with this. 1 out. Here is Ella Zotolo, the leading Spartan in RBIs this season. She is 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a flyout. Sun is fully back out. Although there may be some clouds to help us with that in a moment. First pitch to Zotolo in there for strike 1. Here's the 0-1, just outside. Two balls, 1 strike. Just 1 out. And Paramus trying to get back in this game. Down by 7 now, but a big blast could change that. Zotolo can give them the big blast they need. Instead, it's going to be 3-1. And Thule in danger of walking a run in. The 3-1 in the dirt, and that will walk in a run. 8-2. And the bases stay loaded. Whoa. Little mound conference here with Thule. On deck is the Paramus pitcher, Halsey Kane. We are back. Kane, 1 for 1 with a walk and a base hit today. 1-0. Thule starting to lose a little control. 2 straight walks and 3 in the last 5 batters. 2-0. Inside, nearly hit her, got away, and a run will score on a stolen base. That was Benakista. Eight 3. Two runners still in scoring position at second and third. Still just 1 out at the plate, 3-0. In a 5-run game now. And Thule trying not to surrender what would be her 3rd straight walk. And she does. Bases loaded once again for Paramus. A little instruction here to the next batter, Nadia Mujahadzik. 2 strikeouts for her today. We'll see if Thule can use that to get back on track. One ball, no strikes. And strike 1 is called. Bases loaded, 1 out. Mujahadzik fouls that one. 1-2. Here's the 1-2. A little too high. Good take with 2 strikes for Mujahadzik. 2-2 here. And that one got away from Thule and Alvarez. Runners, however, stay. Full count at the plate. Bases loaded here, so a run could be walked in. It'd be the 2nd time that Thule has done that this inning. At 3rd is Dunleavy. Ground ball, gonna get through and score at least 1 run. Siegenthaler fumbles it a little, throw home off the plate, 2 runs score. It's a 2 RBI single for Mujahadzik, her first hit of this game. 8-5. Mujahadzik now with 12 RBIs on the year. First pitch is a ball low for the number 2 of Sofia Cardona. 1-1 the count. And make it 2-1. A 7-run lead with which Hills began this inning is now a distant memory. Low and in, 3-1. Runners at first and second, still just 1 out. Came on a fielder's choice. A little chopper, Kenny. It's foul. Full count. Swung on and missed. Big strikeout for Thule. 8th of the day. 2 away now. Trying to get out of this jam. Minimize the already mighty damage. Braylon Smith, only Paramus batter not to get a plate appearance this inning. 0 for 2 today. 2 groundouts. She'll have a base hit here to score 1 run. They'll hold Mujahadzik at third, where she is safe. It is an RBI double for Smith. It's 8-6 now, 2-run game. 2 out, and for the second time this inning, Kayla Guarino, the tying run at second base. Took strike 1. And there's a ground ball getting through Sutton. 1 run scores. Here comes the tying run. It's all the way back at the wall. We are tied. A 7-run deficit has been erased. A double, a 2 RBI double for Guarino. Popped up and foul. This is Gianna Benakista for the second time this inning. Had a base hit on her first one. She's 1 for 3 today. The 0-1 dropped by Alvarez. Runner stays. They called that a strike. Looked inside. But many of these strikes have today. Here's the 0-2. Way up. Good snag by Alvarez, though. And there's a ground ball, again getting through Sutton. Here comes Guarino to give him the lead. She will. Unbelievable. And there's a line drive, a base hit out towards right. And there will be runners at the corners. That one came from Tarabakia. Well, everyone this inning has gotten a hit. or gotten on base, I should say, except for the shortstop Cardona. This is Dunleavy as the 13 of Tarabakia steals second. At the plate, we have a 1-1 count. Popped up, could do it. And the inning from hell is over. It is 9-8. It was 8-1. 9-8 now at the middle of the fifth. This is now Sabrina Madonic in the bottom of the fifth, due up the bottom of the Hills order with Madonic, DiLoretto, and Drayson. Madonic so far today 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs, especially in the bottom of the fourth where she had a double with 2 RBIs. See if she can conjure the same heroics here. They need them now after that horrible top half. And a ground ball immediately to third, 1 away. Now DiLoretto, she is 1 for 2. Also had a double with an RBI in the fourth. And there's strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike number 2. And there's 3 straight strikes, 2 away. Six strikeouts now for Kane. And the first pitch to Drayson a little high. She has 2 strikeouts today. got away far from the catcher, Benakista. 2-0. There is some activity in the Hills bullpen. If I had to guess, that is Anna Maizano. Big swing and miss for Drayson, 2-1. Can't pick it out right now. But the only other pitcher Hills has used this season is Maizano, other than Tooley. 2-2 after the foul ball. Two away in this bottom of the fifth. And that one fouled off by Drayson. And a swing and miss. Two straight strikeouts for Kane. 3 up, 3 down. It's 9-8 at the end of 5. Here we are. It is the top of the 6th inning, and Paramus trying to add to their lead here. A foul tip on the first pitch to Leah Dunleavy. I believe this is Dunleavy. We'll get confirmation hopefully soon. 1-1 now the count. Dunleavy today 1 for 2 with an RBI and a walk. And it's 2-1. Nina Tooley still out there. And it's a swing and miss. 2-2 now for Dunleavy. Here's a 2-2, swung on and missed. And that will put away actually Zotolo. And bring up Alzi Kane, who is 1 for 1 with 2 walks in this game. Strike 1 called on the Paramus pitcher. It'd be the Spartans' 2nd straight win if they're to hold on. Hills' 3rd straight loss. Foul ball, 0-2. Line drive, nice grab by Sutton. 2 away. And that brings up Nadia Mujahadzik. 1 for 3. In the last inning, a 2 RBI double. Line drive and foul. Ground ball towards Sutton, takes a bad hop and gets away from her. And so Mujahadzik on for the second straight inning. Here is Sophia Cardona, 0 for 1, on base with a walk and an error. Two out and a runner at first. And at the plate, 0-1. Strike 2 called. And that one a little low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Strike 3 called, and so the score remains 9-8 at the middle of the 6th. Interesting stat that I probably could have mentioned earlier, but I'll mention now. On average, both of these teams let up as many runs per game as they score per game. Paramus 7.3, Hills 5.8. Kind of makes sense with how this game has gone. Here's Chloe Sutton, who is 2 for 2, also on base with an error, has a double and a single. Takes ball 1. And there is a high, ball 2. Strike one called. Top of the Hills order here, due up. So a big inning as Sutton flies that one foul over in right. 2 balls, 2 strikes at the plate. Scoreboard actually shows 1 ball, 2 strikes. Outside there. So here is the 2-2. Low, we have a walk actually. So Sutton drawing her first walk of this game. 4th time on base for the junior shortstop today. And now will be Ava Angrisani, who is 1 for 3, singled back in that big 4th inning. And pops that one foul. That one popped up, an infield fly, but it gets over a bloop fly and a bloop single as Sutton gets into second. Angrisani safe at first, 2 on, none out for Brielle Siegenthaler. The big one, the homer earlier, a 2-run shot back in the 3rd inning, then brought in an RBI on a sacrifice fly. So 1 for 2. Grounded out in the 1st inning. That one was low, 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, grounded towards 3rd. Throw to 3rd is in time. And they'll get the lead runner here on the fielder's choice. One and 0 here. And that one popped up to deep right. A nice catch made by Mudzahajic. Both runners do advance on the tag, so there's 2 runners in scoring position, yet 2 out as Zoli flies out there. And here is Alvarez. Who today is 1 for 2. Struck out in the 2nd, then batted twice in the 4th, got on first with a walk and then a base hit. One and 0 at the plate. Two and 0. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 1 strike. And Alvarez holds off on that one. It's 3-1. Five-pitch walk. Bases now loaded for Nina Tooley, and a big chance to help herself. 2 out, however. And we'll see what Tooley can do. She's 0 for 2 today, got on base in the 4th off of an error. Two outs. Bases loaded. Strike one called, outside and high corner. Not exactly bottom of the 9th, but closing in on it. Essentially bottom of the 8th here. Popped up and foul. 0-2 for Tooley. Outside, ball 1. And that one in. 2-2. The scoreboard just went off. Here's the 2-2. Strike 3 called. A huge strikeout for Paramus and for Halsey Kane. The lead is maintained 9-8 going into the 7th. All right, Hills wanting a quick 3 outs here and then getting back up after leaving the bases loaded. Paramus trying to add some insurance runs. That ball outside on the first pitch to Braylon Smith. Smith, who is 1 for 3 today with a double and an RBI off that double, swings and misses as the wind continues to be a factor. 1-1. Swing and a miss, instead fouled off, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And popped up foul. Popped up towards right center. Siegenthaler could not make the grab. It will be a leadoff single for Braylon Smith. And this is Kayla Guarino. Also 1 for 2, lays down a bunt, throw to first, skipping, and not secured. Two runners on, none out. Exactly what Paramus wanted. Benakista now, who is 2 for 4 with a double, a single, and 2 strikeouts early in this game. Nina Tooley is still the Hills pitcher. We have a pinch runner for Braylon Smith. This is Gabriella Monteleone, a freshman. Laying down a bunt is Benakista. Did not pull it back in time. It is 0-1. Runners at first and second, no outs in the top of the 7th inning. Another bunt laid down, this time pulls back. 1-1. And that hitter, oh Lord. Bases loaded, no outs. The first hit by pitch of the day from Tooley. And here is Juliet Tarabacchia, 2 for 3. Gotten on with a single, a double, and a fielder's choice. And we're going to have a new pitcher here. First time this season we have seen Anna Maizano pitch on PH Athletics. She has .2 innings pitched this season, only 1 strikeout. We'll be back when she's ready. So Maizano comes in an unenviable position. The bases loaded, no outs, trying to maintain what is right now a one-run Paramus lead and give Hills the best odds possible of clawing that lead back or walking it off in the bottom of the 7th inning. She throws a ball here to the 13 of Juliet Tarabakia. And there's a line drive that's going to be foul off the grounder. 1-1, wind really picking up now, because of course it is. Still 1-1 at the plate. Gotten pretty good at putting the stuff back together. Popped foul, 1-2. And there's a high fly ball, gone. Grand slam, Tarabakia. Five-run Spartan lead. The first home run of the season for Tarabakia. And here is Dunleavy, 1 for 3 with a walk and a single. Little low. 2-0 at the plate. Swing and a miss. And a potential catch. Madonic could not haul it in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Still none out. Bases now empty after the grand slam. And another pop fly to right center. Nice catch for Drayson. 1 away. And this is Ella Zotolo. 0 for 3 today with a walk, the only time she got on base. Hard ground ball, foul. Got all the way out past the scoreboard. The 0-1. A little high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Winner of this game on to the BIT quarterfinals, taking on either Ridgewood or Cresskill. As of right now, Paramus leading. They'd be at whoever wins that if Hills comes back in this one. And Ridgewood wins, they'd be at Ridgewood. If Cresskill gets the upset and Hills wins today, the Broncos would host on Saturday. 3 balls and 1 strike. And a line drive for a base hit out to Angrisani in right. Or in left, excuse me. 1 out, 1 on. And this is Alzi Kane, who is 1 for 2, a single and 2 walks. The Paramus pitcher takes strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And there's a strikeout for Maizano, her first of the day. 2 away and a runner at first. Nadia Mucha-Hudzik now on base the last 2 straight at-bats, a double in the 5th and then an error leading to her getting on in the 6th. Before that, 2 strikeouts. And a high chopper to Madonic at first. That will send us to the bottom of the 7th. Hills needs 5 runs to extend it, 6 to win. Three more outs for Paramus, and they'll be the 33 seed on to the BIT quarterfinals. The batters due up for Hills, the bottom of the Bronco lineup, beginning with Sabrina Madonic, who takes ball 1. Madonic today is 2 for 3, grounded out on her last at-bat. And hits a base hit into center. Hopefully that gets something started. 3 for 4 today. Good day for the Hills first baseman. That brings up the second baseman now, Adriana Di Loretto. She is 1 for 3, but that one was a big one, an RBI double back in the 4th. high ball on the first pitch. Two and out. In there, strike one. Madonic does have a stolen base today as there's a pop-up towards shallow and a base hit into shallow right center for DiLoretto. 2-1, no outs. Morgan Drayson now, 3 strikeouts today. Actually, this is a pinch hitter, it looks like. That's going to be Madison Higgins. As they did in the Emerson game, they pinch hit Drayson for Higgins here. And Higgins from the plate this year, 3 for 12. In there, strike one called. Ball one on the outside. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Still no outs. Top of the order up next. Ball just outside. 2-2. Full count. And here's the payoff pitch to Higgins. Popped up, and it will be caught in right. Madonic gets back and kicks up second base. One away, runner still at first and second. Back to the top of the Hills order with Chloe Sudden today, 1 or 2 for 2. Also on base with a walk and an error. Strike one is called. And popped up foul. 0-2. One ball, 2 strikes for Sudden. On deck, Eva Angrisani. Two and two. And a slow chopper to second, could be 2. It will instead be 1. There will be runners at the corners and 2 out as DiLoretto is gone on the fielder's choice. Angrisani now 2 for 4 today. With 2 out, they need something big. Swing and a miss. And Hills down to their final strike in this one. Grounded towards short. Bobbled off the glove. A run scores off the error. And the game lives. Brielle Siegenthaler now. Tying run on deck. Ball 1 called. Runners stay. 1-1, a swinging strike for Siegenthaler. Today, 1 for 2. And now they're back down to their last strike. 1-2 for Kane to send him to the BIT quarters. Here it comes. Outside. And here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Throw to first will be the ball game. Paramus, the 33 seed in Bergen County, takes a 13-9 win to advance to the Bergen Invitational quarterfinals and improve their record to 6-9. It's their second straight win. They'll play Saturday at either Ridgewood or Cresskill, the 9 or 25 seeds in this invitational quarters. Hills drops their third straight game. They're back down to 500 at 9-9. We thank you for joining us. We're off tomorrow, and then Thursday afternoon at about 4 o'clock, we've got boys lacrosse against Mount Olive, followed Saturday at 11:30 a.m., planned for about 11 by girls lacrosse, their senior day, taking on Dayton High School. That's enough from Montvale. I'm Matt Merlino. So long. Thank you for watching this presentation of PH Athletics. For more information, visit hills.pascack.org/athletics.